Go straight over there.
Welcome home if you're visiting. We're going to taking the flight marathon on Fresh Airlines. I love seeing it on the side. People have flown from all right, folks, if you haven't started coffee at this time, please.
Did we just do something that we weren't supposed to do?
You did.
I think.
Okay.
So really anyone watching this is likely going to be family. That's all who would be interested in it. And y'all all know who Ted is. But just in case, Uncle Ted is Kathy's brother and Kennedy is his granddaughter. Now, this past summer, 2021, he did a big traveling trip. He started out heading up to Indiana, spent some time there, picked up Kennedy, headed west out to our place in Colorado. This is a big giant loop back to his home in San Antonio, Texas. But he spent a few days with us. It was a nice time. Now, the weather, whenever Uncle Ted comes to visit, is usually awful. And you can see here it was pretty rainy. But we went up to Estes Park, had a nice time. We're about to go into the little glass blowing shop on the north end of town, where I'll have to turn the camera off. And then after that, we go to a short walk overlook park on the west side of town. But we had a nice time.
Just walk slow, Kathy. See the big bark on these? Ponderosa.
Oh.
That's Austrian.
What?
Austrian pine.
Oh.
But if it's broader and smoother bark, Ponderosa. Mm. When it's hot and dry out, the pine is really pungent.
Yeah.
You can smell it walking around here. Estes, that's the one we drove. See that road way over there? That's where we came down.
Oh. Okay.
Isn't this neat? Okay. This is an interesting little thing. In 1903, Denver Post newspaper editor promoted Albert Al Spence's Summers in Estes Park. Not long after his first trip to the valley, he hired stonemason Carl Piltz to build a small bungalow atop his rocky outcropping. The structure was mere steps from the budding downtown area and featured views of the Front Range, including the monumental Long Peak. In 1907, the bungalow caught fire, leaving only the stone ruins. Bam, I only got to be in it 4 years. After the fire, Birch built a small cabin lower on the knoll, closer to Black Canyon Creek. Birch and his family used the cabin as a summer retreat in the 1980s. In 2001, the town of Estes Park became the sole owner of the knoll. I would like to know the backstory. Which I have some questions. When you look inside the cemetery, I would like your opinion. What was black in here?
That was the fire float.
Yeah, but there's this little hole in here, and I wonder, did they put wood in here? I don't know. I'll let you tell me what you think.
It looks like a house.
It is. That's what they said. It's
Well, it
going to be
has
a
stone floor down here. That's a little low for fire float. Seems like they,
Kathy, I bet that was some kind of oven over there.
I think that you're right,
Uh-huh.
because I think that was the ground floor and probably a wooden floor.
Okay. Oh, and look, that's a vent, and there was a hole when you're walking in.
Yeah.
But I mean, Kathy, see this stone thing out here outside the door? I think this may have been an oven.
Oh,
Probably right.
Oh.
It's full of concrete.
oh yeah. Okay.
They concreted this to protect it
Okay.
and to fill it in. You're right, John. There was
Okay.
a big oven, and that was probably a furnace.
Oh, on the iron, steel So John,
What?
these signs and everything are all new.
Yes, they are. They are. Much better.
I like it. And this, look at this. These are all new.
Yep.
I like knowing them. I know. We're going, oh my gosh, those stupid kids, there's our kid. It's fun.
Okay, so if you were watching close during those two high-speed path walks around, you might have picked up that we switched geographies, locations. We moved from Estes Park, Colorado to Canyon City, Colorado, and to the Royal Gorge Park, which is actually a city park. And I mean, the Royal Gorge is absolutely worth seeing. I mean, Kathy and I have seen it a lot. There's not a ton there, but I mean it's startling. And the day was a little better than the one up in Estes Park, but of course we still don't have like clear skies of blue skies, white clouds. It's kind of overcast. At least it didn't rain on us. There's some zipline people. there's a theater there that has a very good movie on the construction and the history and the different things that have happened with Royal Gorge. We went in to watch it, saw the tail end of the movie, and then they went into this raptor bird presentation, which I am terrible. Typically, I don't watch those, but we. Kennedy and Kathy wanted to see what it was like, and so we stayed. It was very good. It was surprising. It was darker in there than you'll get from the videos, so like the recording was tougher than you might have expected. But I kept the little clip with the buzzard in it, so that's something. After this, we went on to Park's house in Canyon City, and there's some from that. Maybe I'll pick up the narration again in a little bit.
Like a dog, vultures are social creatures, so we are for people, but this is not normal behavior for wild birds. Not at all. So while this behavior is cute, it's not natural. We talked about vultures a little bit. What are they eating? Dead stuff. What they're going to be eating is not going to be very appetizing to us at all. But these guys are nature's cleanup crew. Without them, we would have a massive pileup and a lot of disease and other things in our ecosystem. They have a strong stomach acid to be able to break down that decayed meat and things that come along with it. These guys can
Alrighty, so we left the Royal Gorge Park, which is close to the house in Canyon City. And on the way back, the city has an open space and a one-way, one-lane road called the Skyline Drive for obvious reasons. My guess is it had been a service road for prison overlook, guard tower sites. Canyon City is the site of the first territorial prison in the area in the West. And if you go on a little past where this road makes its turn back down into town, you come to the guard shacks that are positioned up on the hillside and overlook the site of that prison. But anyway, it's as is always the case. You know what you're seeing firsthand is 50 times what you can take with a camera, like on this video. So the views and the scenes are very good. I mean, you're seeing a long ways. You can look down on the whole little town of Canyon City. And it's a neat spot. The Arkansas River runs through it. There's a lot of raft trips. The Royal Gorge Railroad leaves from there. It has not become gentrified. It's still very much a more rural western town. But you know, for the area, Canyon City is the big city. It's got a Home Depot, it's got a Staples, it's got a Chili's, and a Holiday Inn Express. So if you're from Beulah Vista or West Cliff or Cotopaxi, maybe even Salida, if you have to get some big stuff, you'll travel to the big city. So that's funny. We had a nice time. We're driving over Skyline Drive. It was especially neat in the convertible. So it was a fun day. And after and this drops us when you get back into town. you were 4 blocks from our house. So I mean, we could walk to the Skyline Drive open space from the house easy. So I guess it's scenic and cuts off a little bit of stoplight driving when you're getting back home. And then we'll see Park and Michelle for a little bit.
Who painted the inside of the leaf cuts on those corners?
Not me.
Not me. Yeah.
You never seen that before? I mean, it makes sense, makes the pattern more clear.
It does, but that's the first time I've ever seen it.
Interesting.
How you do it?
So we had it, hopefully we did it the right way. We did it the way you handed it to us, right, Kennedy?
Yeah.
So I have a bunch of pictures just like that. I don't know why the layers are in there. I think.
New news.
It's so peaceful.
Hey.
Come on, you guys know what to do. Oh, they did great. Wow. They slipped right over. Huh, now they're looking to see what they just did. They looked back.